Hi, my name's Stephen Abery. Today we're on a CNB 76. She's hull number 22. Her name is Sol. She's had one owner since new. She was delivered in the summer of 2019. And as I think you'll see as we walk around the boat, she is one of the best maintained 76s I have seen. She is very well equipped. You can see that she has a Williams tender. Obviously below here we have the garage, the Williams. One of the features of the 76 is it's a longitudinal garage, so it's a one-person job, even with a relatively heavy tender like the Williams. She has teak decks, grey caulking. She has the very nice upgrade of the carbon and teak wheels, which first time I've seen with this matte look, and I think that's really nice. Instrumentation obviously is repeated at both helms, as are the engine controls, the bow thruster and the stern thruster. She is really well sorted, and all the little upgrades that make a difference. This crush bar in front of the main sheet winch I think is a very good idea, although you'll see it on most of the 76s. And then we start seeing the design features. The first thing to point out is this cockpit all on one level. There are no steps, it's very easy to move around. It's a seamless integration between the cockpit area where guests can enjoy being at leisure without sheets being in the way. There's no reaching over coamings to get to the winches. It's a super tactile, super easy boat to sail. And is just as rewarding for those that are not involved in the sailing as those that are. For relaxing area, the cockpit table goes up and down. It's really a super well sorted yacht. One of the features we'll go on to see internally is the crew area is aft. You'll see there is a hatch here above the galley, which is very convenient for passing on passage. And then again, this ease of movement through the boat. Obviously we'll look at the interior later, but we've just got 5 steps down to the saloon area. It's just a class-leading design. So we'll go and have a look on the foredeck, but before we leave the cockpit area, you'll see all of the winch package has been upgraded. It's all powered through the main sheet, primaries and secondary winches. You'll see she's cutter rigged, so we do have running backstays. If we go forward, again, you see how easy the boat is to move around, one level throughout. Whilst we're here, I mean, the teak for a 2019 boat is absolutely superb. It's really been carefully maintained. You see she has instruments here on the mast, which obviously when helming, it makes life so much easier. She has a carbon boom. She has a carbon mast, obviously only advantages and part of a very expensive original specification. Another feature of the 76 is this foredeck area. It's immense. Many owners have cushions or loose furniture, and it's just a lovely area to be. As we go forward, you'll see both of the headsails are on Erectman furlers, so not only does that deliver a lot of power, but you've got no furling lines going over the deck. She is a new generation boat. The second generation had this built-in carbon bowsprit, which obviously for anchoring and deploying light weather sails is a great advantage. You see here there are fittings for hydraulic furler for the Code 0. She also has a Jenica. She's an extremely well equipped and really very well maintained example of the CNB 76. So here we are in Seoul's Saloon. Again, you just look around and see every evidence of a very carefully used and well-maintained yacht. She's the classic CNB 76 layout. You see there are only 5 steps coming down from the cockpit area, so again she's very easy to move around. You have a dining table, or when folded up, an occasional coffee table which goes up and down on an electric motor. She has electric blinds all the way around, so it's very nice to keep the sun out in the summer. When you're stood, you have this just great view and great visibility through 270 degrees. Even when you're sat down, you still get this feeling of connection to the environment. It's a design that works tremendously well. It's comfortable, practical, and very, very stylish. From a sailing point of view, weight distribution, all of the machinery is under the saloon floor. Obviously it makes servicing nice and convenient because everything is accessed in the same space. Then we will look at the 2 separate areas of the yacht. We obviously have the guest accommodation forward, and then we have these doors which separate the crew cabin from the really superb galley. As we leave Seoul's Saloon to look at the owner's cabin and the guest cabins, you'll see on the starboard side we have great navigation station. These 2 chairs, when they're configured in this way, obviously give access to the bar area. With that closed, these 2 chairs can turn around and become one long sofa. Again, this feeling of being able to move around the boat easily. Just 3 steps as we come down. In the corridor, we have linen cabins to port. Then we have the guest cabins, but we'll start in the owner's cabin. Seoul is configured with the owner's bed facing forward, which is, I must say, a layout I like very much. Feedback from other owners of 76s with this layout, they like the fact that you can leave the door open, but you have this bulkhead which gives a feeling of privacy, yet you feel that you've got access to the entire yacht. Lots of storage here. There are hanging cupboards on the port side and here with drawers under, and a really, really good bathroom. Obviously a separate shower area. It's very stylish, very comfortable, and very practical. Now we'll have a look at the guest cabins. On the port side we have the VIP guest cabin. The beds can be configured either as 2 singles, as they are here, or they can be pushed together so that you have a full double. Very nice hull port with an excellent full bathroom, separate shower, and really a very spacious bathroom. On the starboard side we have a twin bunk cabin, which is also en suite. There are doors from the cabin straight into the bathroom. There is also separate access from the corridor to make it ideal to use as a day head. We're now going to go aft and have a look at the crew cabin. You will hear that the air conditioning is running and the generator is not. This boat has lithium batteries, so the air conditioning can be run without the generator. The galley is typical for a CNB 76 with wine fridge. She has domestic style fridge and freezer. It is really, I think, a class leading area. For a 76-foot yacht to have a galley of this size and being so well designed and equipped is one of the great features of the yacht. So I hope you've enjoyed this brief insight to hull number 22 of the CNB 76, one owner yacht which really is in top condition. She represents a really good opportunity for her next owner to enjoy.